So now we're going to move on to online. Pick a very specific avatar, because if you're putting out content on social media, 1 minute for female mums, and then females going through their menopause, and then young males, and then dads, again, you've got one social media channel or platform, let's for example say Facebook, and people ain't going to know whether they should follow you or not. So you have to be really clear with online. Offline, you can go and talk to Gladys, who's 82 years of age, who's got 10 grandchildren, and then you can go and talk to Paul, who's 19 years of age, who probably is going on a lad's holiday in the next 3 to 4 months. You can change the topics, the tone, your body language offline a lot easier than you can online. So when it comes to online, my advice would be to be really specific with your avatar. Trying to appeal to multiple avatars is going to give a mixed message. Again, as I said, you need to have a really specific avatar online so you start building a following, fans, for them to actually start building that rapport with you as a trainer. Next thing you want to be looking at, select one, and it's probably going to be yourself. Like a really good rule of thumb is probably yourself a few years back, before you got educated, before you become a Shredded by Science Academy student, because you can relate to them. You know all the stuff they go through, you know the questions they may have, because you used to be that person. So it's a really good avatar to choose from, especially online where you've got a much larger pool of people to attract. So a good rule of thumb is probably yourself before you got educated. It is harder to build value online than offline, because again, you've got there's a load of noise. You're going up against a load of other personal trainers online, whether it's due as a personal brand or as a company brand. And if you post something on Facebook or social media, the chances of that person seeing it again is getting reduced by the day, it seems. So the benefit of having an online avatar and being really specific with it is that you do have the world to target. So going back to the example, if there's only 10 males in your gym and none of them are fitting into your bodybuilding category, you now have the whole world to target, so you can be really, really specific. So what you need to do is look at social media platforms that avatar are actually using consistently. And it's probably a good thing to actually be on those social media platforms, but we're going to go over that more in Unit 3 of Module 4. So beginners and older clients tend not to do that well with online personal training, purely because they have lower knowledge and they have probably lower motivation, especially ranked beginners or a client that needs to lose a substantial amount of weight. They probably need someone to be there, meeting them in person, and online coaching doesn't tend to do as well for those which have low motivation and low knowledge when it comes to training and nutrition.